Well, first off, I just want to say it's so good to have you on the presenters for the Bath Meinberg festival that we're having coming up June. It's going to be very exciting. And I know you've already had experience with it. So
Yes.
yeah, why don't you just share a little bit about what drew you to be a part of it this year, and anything about it that you think people would like to know?
The last few years have been amazing. The festival has been growing. We had some beautiful experiences with teachers, and I love the free, open-minded setting of the entire experience. The way Andreas is organizing it gives us all a feel that we are part of it. As a teacher, but also as participant. The last few years I've been there as a participant, and I enjoyed it very much. And I came to a deep wish to join even further and really helping in organizing. So this year I'm also helping in organizing things, and I'm also like part of the teacher team this time. So yeah.
Do you have a particular thing that you know you're going to be sharing, or a topic or an idea that you're feeling called to talk about?
Yes. For me, one of the great ways the course has been working for me is learning how to deal with daily life, how to deal with my work, how to deal with just the average things of life. And in that sense, I love to share that experience, because my road with the course has been as such. I was working, and I learned along the way how many miracles are surrounding me in any setting, and also in my work. So that will be one of the sessions I will give. Just work, daily life. How does it look like? What is this course doing for me? How can I really feel that the course is with me in the process of working with it in my work? Mm-hmm. And the second session, after looking at daily life and work, I like to go to the idea that we are already there. And that's the celebration. That's the moment in which we really start and recognize that there's nothing to be done, and that there's this amazing opportunity of changing your mind, which is always possible in this very moment. Yeah. And it's very exciting to me. Like, for me, it makes me very happy even to talk about it, that we have this innate capacity to see completely new, and to see not a world of suffering, not a world of difficulties surrounding us, but a world which gives us the opportunity to join, and especially with our brother. So my second session will really be about that experience, telling about it, but mainly focusing on the experience, which is always available for all of us. Being teachers, being the people who are coming in first, it doesn't matter. Like, we are all, we all have the gift. We all have the gift to join in that. And that's a gift I received, and which I just totally love to pass through and to give in the way given to me. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm striving for. And that's where I love to meet anyone who is willing to come and join. The sessions are meant to be in the place that we join in mind, and in which there is no difference between a teacher and the person who's sitting there to learn about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are truly one. There is no doubt about that. Yeah.
Thank you. We agree on that one.
So, since you're going to be talking about how to apply these principles in work and daily life, do you have an example or two that you can share, maybe from your life or someone you know who used these principles and how it's helped them?
Um, let's stay for me and my day to day. Like let's keep it very simple to this very moment. I love the lesson of today, which says, I will there be light. And this lesson has been such like a privilege to have. This momentum it gives you to have your willpower totally being joined with God. And this lesson brought me so much power in my life. I envisioned one day that I was, maybe you know the movie The Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
It's a known movie. And you have Gandalf, and he would stand there like in front of this monster, this huge satanic monster, and he wants to say, okay, you shall not pass. And I remember the moment that I envisioned myself in my life just saying this statement, I will there be a light, like putting this into the ground, like Gandalf was doing in his ways. And I remember that this vision helped me so strongly to be very, very clear of what I want in my life.
Yeah.
How will there be light? like this is it. Like more beautiful is not going to be. And this is just this day. And we have this lesson possibility, this opportunity every moment and every day again. So this is only the example for today. And every day has this amazing gift of changing yourself in the way given at that very moment.
Yeah.
And this is one of the experiences I had with this lesson, which brought me so much power, because I had combined like a vision in my mind together with this lesson of being very clear of what you want. And this is how it is. It's what do you want? I want light.
Yeah.
I want my brother to be part of what I in my experience. And I have to undo the blocks I have made between me and my brother in order to be at that point with my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's
this
such
is
a
my
powerful
wish for you. This is my wish for all who are looking. I will there be light. It's that simple.
Oh, that's beautiful. And it's such a powerful scene in that movie.
Yes.
I just had another interpretation of it, which is that Gandalf sort of represents the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
And that Gandalf in that scene was keeping the other travelers in the party safe. And the
Yes.
Holy Spirit keeps us safe, because the Holy Spirit cannot be defeated by the ego or anything, and if we call on it for help, we will always be helped.
Exactly. And this is what this lesson is doing, is that it makes you join with the Holy Spirit. This is what the Holy Spirit wants. He wants there to be light. And in standing in that place of Gandalf, you are that. And that's exactly, thank you so much for the expression, what it means. It's exactly what it is. You stand at the point that you realize that you have the power, that nothing can be in between you and the light that you are. And that's amazing. Thank you.
So yeah, I'd love to know a little bit more about how you got into the course. And kind of what drew you to this path, and why it feeds you. Yeah.
The course came very early on in my life, as I was a teenager, when my mother was starting in the late 80s already with the first versions being available, and she was excited about it. And I was not, because I was like a teenager, and as many teenagers were and are, they don't want to do what their moms are doing. But it changed the moment that one of my best friends really got involved into it. And then she helped me to see okay, but this really makes a difference, because I saw the shift in her.
Mm.
She had like difficulties and themes she couldn't work with, and then I saw a shift in her mind, which was so profound that I immediately was like, okay, but this really is something that I'm interested in too.
Yeah.
And this brought me into a path of being really excited about it and learning about it. This was in the beginning of the 90s. And ever since, this book has been my faithful companion over the years in many different like areas of my life. Seeing that it really, time after time, you bring the lessons to the situation you're in right here and right now.
Yeah.
And then it becomes alive, because it's the only point that is alive, which is the now. That is really the place where you can use the lessons and express them. So this is how it came about. And well, it's been a while ever since it's with me, and as you can see, maybe it still makes me shine and makes me happy and makes me giving a feeling of extension, of connection. So I'm very, very grateful, and in that sense, like you, I love to join with any opportunity given to extend this message for those who want to join in it. Everybody is invited. So yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love what you shared about how you kind of started in maybe one part of your life, and as you went forward through time, it sort of expanded into more and more of your life. I think for me that really resonates too. I think I started with these ideas, and I saw that they worked in this one area of my life, but maybe I wasn't quite ready to do them everywhere yet. But bit by bit by bit, it just expands and expands, and at a certain point, we don't want to hold it back from anything, because why would we want to have less happiness in that part of our life? Why would we want to have less freedom in that part of our life? And it's like the light just grows and grows.
Yeah. And the interesting thing for me is work was the most difficult part. So this is also, for now, for the first time, I feel like I've been in that field now long enough to say, okay, but really, also in this difficult field, for me, like as a person, I'm not sure how it is for anybody else, but for me, it was like a difficult field. And I can happily say, okay, I found it there too. Like it's everywhere. Like everywhere I look, I can find it, and that's exciting to me.
Yeah.
So that's also in teaching. I always want to look at these things that I also really looked at myself deeply, which is the first part of giving it away is by working it through and seeing it. And the only simple thing is that I just share what I found out for a moment in this amazing opportunity.
Wow. Yeah.
We all have that capacity, and that's the lovely part. In essence, we are all teachers all the time, and the question is, what do we want to teach? And the Course in Miracles is a guideline on how you can be your own teacher.
Yeah.
Because this is what we do. It's always like we're teaching ourselves, and sometimes we're in a demonstration in which others are part of that, but it's still that you're teaching yourself what you wanna learn.
Yeah. Yeah. I sometimes say when we think it's about someone else, we're pointing a finger. That there's one finger pointing, and then there's three pointing back at us. So
Exactly. So true. Thank you.
And the other thing about what you were just sharing reminded me of part of the introduction to the workbook, where Jesus says to us, you don't even have to believe the things that are being taught in these lessons. You just need to apply them. That's exactly how you gain the benefit. So
yeah, and that makes also, like in the beginning, the difficulty, the resistance to certain ideas so much lower, because okay, you can give it a try, and this is where it starts. It's just like it's a way of undoing your mind without a preconception of an idea that you need to understand it completely. Actually, the things that are most precious in life are not understandable. They are just there to be experienced. So the moment that we really think that we have to completely understand it is still a very rational way of experiencing. True experience is really like letting it in, letting the blocks be taken away, so you can feel it within, and you know it's true. You know that it's there, and the exciting thing is that process, for me at least, started very clearly working for me by applying the lessons.
Yeah.
So.
And I think the interesting thing I've heard said about forgiveness, that, you know, which is the heart of the course, is that it's basically a mental process, but it opens us up to an experience. And so we have to know the mental shift to make in order to open up the depth of who we are. And it's really amazing.
Yeah, this opening up, this letting go of an idea that we need to know something about the situation, is really what forgiveness is. It's letting go of any idea and completely being now with what is presenting in the moment. Any idea that we have is already a judgment about what we perceive in the moment. If we want to be completely new, we have to be completely blank. Like our mind is not filled with any thought, and then there's an openness in which the true connection can take place, and there's no barrier between you and the object you think is outside of you.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I think that's maybe a good summary, you know, of what this work is about, what you're sharing at the festival, what other people are going to be sharing. We have such a great lineup of presenters. I think it's really going to be an amazing time. Yeah, this has been really great talking with you today, Erro. And Erro, and I realized I didn't properly introduce you or myself, so I'll do that here at the end. You are Erro van Mannen, and I am Barret Hedeen.
Yes.
And yeah, we're both helping out with this festival, and you're going to be presenting. So I'm really excited to have had this time together with you, and happy to share it with everyone else. Hopefully people hear our messages and they find some peace within their hearts. And if they're able to come join at the festival too, that's really great, really beautiful. We'd love to have everyone there.
Everyone is invited, and the more people join, for me, the more beautiful it is. There are so many opportunities when more people are coming together to see anew with all of them. So I truly hope that people feel welcome. I truly invite them to join us and share the amazing opportunity to be with your brother in a new way.
Yeah, beautiful. I think that's a great note for us to end it on. So thank you, Erro. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And yeah, look forward to the next time we connect.
The same to you. And I truly hope that you are able to join us in the next festival, as I know that this time you will be helping to prepare, but you won't be joining in form. And I love to meet you. So let's hope that that's going to happen maybe next year.
Yes, we're all one in spirit. So I will definitely be there on that level.
I know.
And maybe there'll be other opportunities for us to connect even before next year's fest. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, blessings and love to you, Erro.
Blessings to you too. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.